and two more people. And then to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 7. Hi, Kilman. How are you? Janusz, I have. Harsha. Yeah, Harsha's supposed to come in and see. I'm not sure where she's going. Did you say anything? Two more people. And then YouTube talking. That's okay. What time is it? 31. All right. I'm gonna going back to backward and come back. So I need to going back to things you guys expected to learn in school from the handout from last class. So you all should have a handout. So I gave this handout for you a long time ago, the division handout. So yes, we're gonna continue that first and then revisit to things we have to talk about it. Okay. Oh, maybe I can give the task that I want to do. What you guys learning at school? Did you not with the unit test on polynomial, NDA polynomial? How about you, sir? Oh, you don't have math this semester. And then who I've got online? Hillman, yes, we are. You chapter 1.4. Hi, Hillman. Talking to you, sir. Oh, that's Pong. Hillman. Didn't I get Hillman in? No. All right. Oh, my bad. He is just waiting to join. All right. How are you doing, sir? Angujin. When are you starting night school? I mean, oh, this week. Next week. Okay. Hillman, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I can hear this guy talking. Let me see what's going on my speaker. Okay, my speaker is connected to my iPad. Okay, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. Which unit you are in?
I think we're doing 1.4 or 1.3.
Okay. All right, need to print you the handout, which is that backlink theorem. And the rest got this handout. Okay. Tavisha, how are you? Hi. Tavisha. Okay. We are on the backlink theorem unit, so I need to. Can you hear me, Tavisha?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
perfect. Okay. And then, okay, it's gonna be 2 pages. And that's okay. I'll just print for us. Okay. Everyone got this handout. You got this handout. You were here. He was here. You were here. You were not here, but you got this handout a long time ago. Do you have a copy of the handout? Okay, I only need to print copy. I'm not sure he's gonna come in. Okay. Oh, if they come in, I need to print it again. Okay, I'm gonna move on. So we're gonna moving back to talking about last class. We spending our timing about doing the long division. I gave you a nice homework. So how was that go? Myra say it doesn't go well. Okay, yes, sir. You got what? You were here yesterday, sir? You joined online, you were here. Last class, you were here in person or you're online? So you have, okay, I'm printing that worksheets coming in. Did Asha's dad mention anything? Will they coming today? Okay, then you didn't hear anything. Oh no, this just goes away. Next. Okay. Well, how many of you into science, really into science? Going into science? You. That's it? Only one person? Why do you think there's no cure for cancer yet? Why there is no treatment for cancers yet? No one have any answer. Okay, let me stay from this. Okay, that's go to user, and this guy also need a copy. All right, yeah, okay, let me print that again. Let me say print. Okay. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna going back to learning a theorem called Riemann theorem. So what the Riemann theorem actually tells, when you have a polynomial p of x, and then we divide it by an x minus b, linear polynomial, that remainder is going to be given by p at b. And when it's divided by ax minus b, the remainder is given by b over a. Let's see what is the theorem is by exploring. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Water. Let's see what the theorem is talking about by doing the division here. So we're going to have 2x cubed plus x squared minus 3x minus 6. We're going to divide it by x plus 1. So how do we do the division? I need to make sure to lock the door. Can you guys do the division, please? And then tell me what is you guys as a reminder. Dr. Cohen, come back. Do the division. We learn how to do the long division. Let me see how would you guys do the long division. To find a reminder, you guys can do on a piece of paper. You done? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I'm coming to get you out. I mean, get you in. Just give me a moment. Okay. How long is it? 30 minutes? Oh, sure. How long does it take? Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Touchdowns right as long. 50 minutes for Richmond Hill. Okay. All right. So did you do that, sir? Pretty good job. Did you do that, sir? Pretty good job. Did you do that, sir? Did you do that? Did you do that? Okay. Let me going back to Kilman. What did you get?
I
Kilman.
got 2x squared minus x minus 2 remainder
I
negative.
need a reminder, sir. I need a
Oh,
reminder.
remainder negative 4.
Okay, Tavisha, can you guys turn on your cameras, please? I can't see you guys, please. Okay. Thank you. Darush, Tavisha, what you're learning at school? Where are you at school?
My night school starting on the 25th.
What?
I'm doing night school for advanced functions and it's starting on the
Oh,
20th.
yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. It's okay. You're doing the night school, so you're starting next week. I completely forgot that. Okay, how about Daru?
We're doing interval notation and piecewise functions.
Oh, okay. You're still in chapter 1, sir. Okay, so let's going back to this quick division. You were online, but I gave this hand. You were online last week, but I gave this hand a long time ago when I did the division. Did you get the handout? Okay, I'm gonna go in back. Let's go. All right. So let's do the division. So going to be 2x squared. We talk about this process, and then you're going to multiply that with the 2x squared, 2x cubed, and then it's going to be 2x squared. We're going to subtract as negative x squared minus 3x minus 6. Then we're going to divide this negative x squared by the x. We're going to get negative x. So negative x goes here, negative x squared, negative time positive negative x. We have to be really careful with the subtraction. So that is going to be negative 2x minus 6, negative 2, negative 2x minus 2. If you subtract the leftovers, negative 4. Okay, you can see that? Guys, are you seeing that?
Yeah.
Okay, now I supposed to do this for part B, not part A. Because part A said use the remainder theorem to find the remainder. Let's going back to see what the remainder theorem says. If a polynomial p of x is divided by x minus b, the remainder is given by p at b. So how does that work? We're dividing by x plus 1. So I'm going to do the a here. So what you guys going to do, you're going to set that back to 0. Solve for the x. That is going to give you, because let's going back to the polynomial p of x. So who is the p of x? The p of x is 2x cubed plus x squared minus 3x minus 6. You need to divide it by x minus b, and you're dividing x plus 1. Let me rearrange the x minus 1. This is x minus b. Oh no. Okay. I really need to find a way to get everyone in differently. Okay. Can you guys substitute that one? Let's see what we got. Okay. Yeah, physics this semester. How's it going? Okay, you got it. Okay, and I need to tell everyone that's my final student. Hopefully no one is coming. That's it. Okay, you can have a seat here. I'm gonna move this up to you. If you want to sit here or just sit on here. Whatever you want. No, this is the handout I gave. Oh, you want on here? That's okay. I will print it for you both. That's okay. Okay. Okay, I will print the copy. Did you get your one, sir? No, you didn't. Okay. What are you guys learning at school? You finished the whole polynomial? I mean the graphing part? Okay, I'm in the other part of it. Did you get one? Okay, then we'll print this too. Print 2 copies. Oh no, 2 copies. Okay. What I'm doing. That's print. Okay, that's coming on its way. So let's move back here. So if we substitute that x minus p, in this case, My b is -1. Let's find out what is p at -1 is. 2 times -1 cubed plus -1 squared minus 3 times -1 minus 6. So -2 plus 1 plus 3 minus 6. What would you get? So -2 plus 1 is going to be -1 plus 3 is going to be 2 minus 4, -4. Did you guys see that? Without even do the long division, we can able to find a remainder by using the remainder theorem. So are you following that? So let's go back to the example 4. How do we find a remainder? The key is to find the b value. All you have to do is set this one back to 0 by whom you're dividing it. X is equal to 3/2. Plug that in. Plug that in. 2 times 3/2 whole thing cubed plus 3/2 whole thing squared minus 3 times 3/2 minus 6. So all we have to do is we need to simplify that. You can use your calculator if you're an expert. I'm going to be going back to do my mental math. 27/8 plus 9/4 minus 9/2 minus 6. That is going to become 4. The least common multiple is 4. 27 plus 9 minus 18 minus 24, isn't it? So that is going to give you 24 minus 24, 3, 12, 12 minus 18, -6 divided by 4, -1.5 or -3/2. You can verify my algebraic skills to see if I got that right. I think I got that right. 27 minus 24 is 3, 9 plus 3 is 12 minus 18 is -6 divided by 4, -3/2. Kilman, Daru, Savisha, are you guys following what we're doing is? We try to find a remainder using an easiest way. When you're dividing by a linear polynomial, we set that back to 0. We solve for the x, and then we plugging that back into the original polynomial to get the remainder. Okay. Okay. I got that right hand out for both of you. Or you putting in the hand now? Oh yeah, you're doing it in the hand now. Okay, pass that one, sir. And pass this. Okay, so we're gonna going back to the next one. This is a little interesting question. Determine the value of k such that when you divide this polynomial by x minus 2, the remainder is 8. So we're gonna going back to let our p of x to be 3x to the power of 4 plus kx cubed minus 7x minus 10. Now, by remainder theorem, we know, what do? We take the x minus 2 set back to 0. P of 2 must be 0. I mean, P of 2 must be equal to 8. Because the remainder theorem says if a polynomial P of x is divided by x minus b, the remainder is given by P at b, isn't it? So using the remainder theorem, we can simply say P of 2 is 8. Now let's substitute the 2 in here. What is P of 2? 3 times 2 to the power of 4 plus k times 2 to the power of 3 minus 7 times 2 minus 10. It's supposed to be 8. So 2 to the power of 4 is 16, 48 plus 8k minus 14 minus 10 is 8. So 8k. We're going to move everything to the other side. 8 minus 48 plus 14 plus 10. So 8k is equal to 8 minus 48 is -40. -40 plus 24, -16. So from here, k is equal to -2. I just following that. Bill, following that? Do you know your friend? Do you know your friend? You guys don't know each other's? Okay. Do you know Navajeevan? Judat knows. Judat's best buddy. It's Navajeevan's son. Do you know Raman and Sandra Saramurthy? You guys meeting for the first time? This is the first time you guys meeting? Interesting. Okay. Okay, are you guys following that example? Aksha? Scroll up. Well, we tell at school, students became very slow writers because your fingers are moving on your mobile devices. You lose the fine motor skill to write. So when I write at school, the kids will say it same as, say, wait. When they see that, they're just writing in the first line. Gone are the days, there's no handout. You have to take notes. How did you guys take the notes? You guys cope up with Mr. Harashi's speed? Yes. No handout, pure notes. No handout, you have to take notes. Imagine the whole math class is full of notes. Using different color pens. I think that people adapted to that. Okay, that's okay. I will wait. It's all good, Kasha? All good? Okay. So now we're going back to synthetic division. So how many of you hate long division? You can raise your hand. Kilman, Tavisha, Taros. I didn't see that on your face, but if you hate long division I was talking about, you can raise your hand. You were not here for, you love long division. You get used to it. You're getting the right answer, but you didn't do the homework. Okay, did you do the worksheet? So I gave some good questions. Do you guys know Topakaranam? How many of you are Hindu? You're Hindu, okay. Did you go to temple? Okay, did you go to temple? Have you ever heard what a Topakaranam is? Oh, you heard Topakaranam, okay. So in front of God Ganapati, to worship God Ganapati. But if you do, you have to hold both hands here. And then you need to stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down. It's a good punishment that we got in back in the days in Sri Lanka. 50 Topakaranam in front of the whole class. You never forget things. Even in tuition class, Topakaranam, my English teacher used to. As a workbook, no one does Topakaranam, 50 Topakaranam. By the way, it's a good exercise too. Okay. All right. I'm not sure. I can't blame you. No one do the homework. Then I send an email to the parents, so and so is struggling. And then the parents say, oh, I say, yeah, 2 hours of homework per day. 2 hours of homework is too much. So what should I do? Yeah, and parents come back. My kid has to do the other stuff. Okay. Okay, advanced function. Okay, if you understand the material, I don't think so. You need to do extra work, but I will say that questions can be take different form. So we're going to going back to the synthetic division. There's a whole reason we're going to do synthetic division. We don't like the long division. So how do we do the synthetic division? I'm going to show you that D will go this way around. First step. You're going to write, if the degree is 3, you're going to write x cubed, x squared, x constant. You're going to write it. Degree is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, constant. Now underneath, I will write these numbers. Coefficient 3, minus 5, minus 7, minus 1. So first I get, are you guys following what I'm doing? If you're dividing x minus 3, you're going to be set that back to 0. And then you will get the x is equal to 3. That goes here. My online folks, are you seeing the picture?
Yeah.
Tabesha and Daru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a setup. This setup is easy. You just need to follow it. Now what we're going to do, we're going to bring this guy down, no matter who this guy is doing. Is that step is difficult? Bring it down. You're going to multiply now these two. 3 times 3 is 9. We're not going to subtract. We're going to add. Minus 5 plus 9 is 4. We're adding. Let's multiply. 12. Let's add them. 5. Let's multiply. 15. Let's add them. You got 14. Are you guys following the step? Simply adding those numbers. Minus 7 plus 12. 5. 3 times 5, 15. Now let's highlight who is this guy is. These are the coefficients of the quotient. And this is the remainder. So my quotient Q is 3x squared. If this is cube, you will reduce the exponent. Plus 4x plus 5. Remainder is 14. So I can rewrite this back divided by x minus 3. 3x squared plus 4x plus 5 plus 14 over x minus 3. You've seen that? We will do another example so that you will use to it. But in fact, advanced function is easier than grade 11 function because polynomial function, it's a straightforward algebra. If you know the sequence of steps, there's nothing new you're going to see it. The advanced function, you have learned function, then working with rational expression. So now we're going to going back to write that expression two different ways. 3x squared plus 4x plus 5 plus 14 over x minus 3. Or I can say 3x squared plus 4x plus 5 times it by the quotient, adding the remainder. Both ways is work. You see that? Janish? Okay. So that's moving back to my next example. If you finish updating. So use a synthetic division to divide, then write the multiplication statement that could be used to check. Well, these are examples, so I will do it for you. You need to follow the steps. So we're gonna going back to write this. I first identify the highest degree is 4. So I will write, I'm not gonna look at my actual expression, x cubed, x squared, x and constant. You can see that I simply write everything. The moment I identify my degree is 4, I write the rest. I just follow the step. Can you see my screen? Okay, so we're gonna going back to write 1 minus 2, 13 minus, oh no, this is where the cut is. So you got the coefficient of x to the power of 4 is 1. Coefficient of x cubed is negative 2. Coefficient of x squared is missing, 0. Coefficient of x is 13. This is minus 6. So the catch here is, I don't need to do that for the long division. Some teachers might be doing that, but there's no need for to put the placeholder. In a long division, your teacher might put a placeholder. That's perfectly fine. But did you put a placeholder? Did you guys come back to this at school? Okay. But for synthetic division, you must have a placeholder. And then what do? We said that x plus 2 is equal to 0. So we say x is equal to negative 2. So we're going to do negative 2 here. So bring the 1 down. So that is 1. Minus 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus negative 2 is? Negative 2 times negative 4 is? Positive 8. 0 plus 8 is? 8. Negative 2 times 8 is? Negative 16. 13 plus negative 16 is? Negative 3. Negative 2 times negative 3 is? Positive 6. Negative 6 plus 6 is? 0. So the remainder is 0, isn't it? So let's look at this. What I'm going to be erase my all these arrows because we don't need that. This is the x cubed. This is the x squared. This is the x. This is the constant. No reminder. So how do I write that? It's going to be 1x cubed minus 4x squared plus 8x minus 3. Since the remainder is 0, the quotient and the divisors are factor of the dividend. Actually, not factor, multiples. So you can say multiple mean factor as well. Both words are interchangeable. So since the remainder is 0, both the quotient and the divisor are factor or multiple. So let's going back to another example here to do the synthetic division. I want you guys to do that by yourself. So can you guys quickly execute that synthetic division? You can do it on a piece of paper. I'll tell what you guys got for practice. Done. We made a mistake somewhere, sir. The circle one is not right when you add them. You done? How's it going? Definitely there's a mistake somewhere. Let me see what's happened. So that's correct. 6 correct. That's correct. 8 plus 3 is. You adding them. You adding them. Minus 5 plus 6 is 1. 8 plus 3 is. Oh. Did answer it? 8 plus 3 is. You got minus 5 plus 6 is when you add them, isn't it? So how do we find it? Let me see Asha, how's that going? Asha, how about you? What do? So you bring the 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Then you add them. Right? Come on, Asha, how's that happen? What's going on? Oh, you're going the other way? You going, okay, it's look like you love long division. That's okay. If you love long division, that's fine. But how about you, sir? That's clearly stated the reason. That's clearly shows the reason. You didn't understand me. I'm being sarcastic. This is clearly shows the reason behind. You know what I mean. You didn't know what I mean? That's okay. Okay, let's do that again. If you don't like synthetic division, you're going to hate advanced function in a moment. So you cannot hate synthetic division. You will definitely hate advanced function. So x cubed, x squared, x constant. Let me going back to Tavesha. Tavesha, what did you get when you do that calculation? What is your answer you got? Tavesha.
I'm sorry, sir. I was lost.
You're lost. Okay, Taru, what did you get, sir?
My final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
2x squared
Mm-hmm.
plus x
Mm-hmm.
plus 11.
Mm-hmm.
And my remainder is 37 over x minus 3.
Well done. So we put the 3 here. Let's write the coefficient. 2 minus 5, 8, 4. We're going to put the 2 down. 3 times 2 is 6. We're going to add them. Tavesha, are you following that? First I wrote the coefficient underneath. That's what I did. Then I set the x minus 3 to 0 and then get the x is 3, which I wrote it here. First step, we bring the 2 down. Then we repeat that multiplication. So minus 5 plus 6 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. 3 times 11 is 33. 37. And then I said these are x squared, x constant. So 2x squared plus x plus 11, 37 is 79. Are you guys following that? No, yes, just no. Guys, Taro, you got it right. Hillman?
Yeah, I got it right too.
Okay, Tavesha, are you following that algorithm?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. We're gonna move back to
Wait,
the
I have
next.
one question.
Yes, sir.
Like why you switch back to x squared and then x and then 0? Like you know how at first it was x cubed?
When after you do that process, these are always going to be 1 less than a degree here. 1 less
Okay.
than a degree, 1 less than a degree, 1 less than a degree. That's a rule.
All right.
Okay. Can I move on? Okay. Harsha, all good? Okay. So now comes to little Humpty Dumpty, the ugly piece. If the coefficient in front of the x is not 1, we're going to common factor that guy out. So we got x plus 3 over 2. In this case, my b is negative 3 over 2. So that's something you need to be careful. Makes sense, well? So we're going back to write this again. X cubed, x squared, x in constant. So 6, 5, negative 16, negative 15. But I'm going to divide it by, I know you guys are going to hate it, but we have no choice. That number is going to be a fraction. Yeah, your teacher doesn't like it, but this question on the test. So we are going to bring the 6 down. The process remains the same, but we're going to multiply negative 3 over 2 by 6. So that is going to be negative 9. 5 plus negative 9 is negative 4. We're going to be times that one by negative 4. So that is 12 divided by 2, which is 6. We're going to add them negative 10. Negative 3 over 2 times a negative 10. So which is going to be negative 5. So that is going to be positive 15. So if I add, I got 0. So now we have to be really careful. The quotient is, of course, this is the x squared term, x term, a constant. So you're going to 6x squared minus 4x minus 10. But you need to divide that by the common factor because you factored out 2 to do this. You need to divide it by 2. So if I do that, 3x squared minus 2x minus 5. Have you seen the picture? Are you guys following the process? Okay. Because remember, I common factor the 2 out in the beginning, do my division. When that coefficient is not 1, because we common factor the 2, it's need to be further divided by 2. So if you common factor 3, you need to divide it by 3. But the good news is, I don't think so. Your teacher will give some numbers where everything is going to be in fractions. You can see that we did it divided by, we just put negative 3 over 2, but the rest of the numbers are nicely worked out, isn't it? Make sense? So it will be that moment you will get that ugly piece. Unless your teacher is using AI to market that nice fractions. So I teach e-summer school computer science. Colleague of mine, first time teaching the course. All he did was he post videos. He just post videos to watch for the kids. He didn't teach computer science. And okay, that's fine. But he also let AI to market. What he didn't check if the AI is giving the right feedback for the right student. So kids started to complain, hey, this feedback doesn't match my assignment. What you're talking about? So the principal had a meeting with us to gather everyone for teaching, and please do not use AI to mark. AI is not quite developed to the fact that it will do that. Well, it will do marking correct, but you need to give one at a time. Again, giving the same prompt. But if I feed it everything, it will confuse. Okay, which questions belong to whom? Okay, anyhow, move on. So check your answer with the long division. Oh no, they want you to check this with the long division. So, oh no, so we had to check with this long division. Let's do that for fun. Okay, 6x cubed plus 5x squared minus 16x minus 15. Oh no, 2x plus 3. That's okay, we will do that. How many times it will go up for the first time? 6x cubed divided by 2x. So 3x squared. I got that first one right, which is going to be 6x cubed. 3 times 3, 9x squared. I'm going to subtract minus 4x squared minus 16x minus 15. We divide that. Minus 4x squared divided by 2x, negative 2x. Okay, by the way, my online folk, I gave you a worksheet of question. Did you guys do them? Hi. Guys, on the Google Classroom, I gave you a worksheet of questions to practice long division. Did you guys do any one of them? Kelman, did you do the home? Okay, I'm gonna go back. These guys have no clue what I'm talking about. That's okay. All right. All right. So where's my MHF for you? That's my MHF for you. I got long division practice. There's a worksheet of questions given. Tavesha, did you do those questions for practice? Yes, sir.
I did
Yeah.
like 2 of them.
2 of them. Harsha, did you do that question for practice? What?
Long division practice.
And then you didn't do this? Okay. And then who came to my class? You came to my class. You didn't do it. Okay, that's okay. So how do I blame my son? He's saying, I don't want to go to Kumon. That's okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's move on. Okay, guys, I'm not sure. I know that, yes, workload is here. Workload in grade 12 is going to be crazy. But there are times back in the days in grade 12, right? We went to sleep at 2 o'clock. Wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes. You can ask parents who actually did grade 12 back in the days in Sri Lanka. Competition. There's no 10,000 universities, only 9 universities. If you didn't get into, there's no colleges. You do it again. You can go up to 3 times. 3rd time you fail, that's where the parents send you to through the agency. Get out from here, go to Canada Makes Money. But you have 3 times to test it. But it's 2.5 years of training. Your grade 12 is not grade 12, 2.5 years. And then you wrote 1 exam that's divide your life. For chemistry, it's 5 hours, 3 hours of long response, 2 hours of multiple choice. So you write your exam, chemistry, physics. So if you do biology, do the biology, math is 6 hours. That decides your entire fate. And after the test, teachers will go for marking. People give the index number. They will come back and then give an, okay, this so and so get this much. Guess what? The parents will hear that from the other parents. Oh, then what did you do? You just need to just get it done. All right. Otherwise, you're going to find a tutor again, grade 12. I mean, first year calculus. It's interesting. When I went to university, yes, I went here, University of Toronto. I never heard that I was hiring a tutor on a calculus class. And now it's became a big trend. Even for university, kids need tutor. What's going on? I'm not joking. I have 3 students, one from UFT, another one from Waterloo Engineering, another one from TMG Engineering. Come for calculus class. Do they do the homework? They don't. I can't blame you guys. They don't do the homework either. Okay, now we're going back to find a quotient by choosing an appropriate strategy. So we got a couple of questions to play around with. In fact, that's a practice. Okay. do I really want you guys to do that by practice it? Can you guys do that A by synthetic division, please? A by synthetic division. B is also by synthetic division. I know you guys are long division expert. Can you guys quickly get it done? 5 minutes. 16 and 21. We are going back to the next one. Done. You listening to music, multitasking, or just sitting here? I guess we're gonna go to the next one. Yeah. Check the next one out.
B.
Yeah, B. Synthetic division. You don't need to write the remainder as 0. That's 0. That's a quotient. Okay, go back to the next one. How about all right done? Almost done. Let's see, are you on the right track? You bring that one down, you multiply by 3, that's correct. And that no minus 3, correct. Okay, keep going. You're on the right track. You're not done the process yet.
Yeah.
There's a one more multiplication still missing. And okay. How about Harsha? Oops, sorry. Why you're going back to this here? I said use synthetic division. Other way around, synthetic division, the D go the other way around. Because if you're not used to synthetic division, you're gonna hate advanced function in the moment. What? Because they didn't teach on it yet. I already finished teaching it. You're gonna hate advanced function at some point. If you don't know synthetic division, you will see the time is coming. Okay, can you go back to the next one, please? Next one. Hangujan, how's it going, man? That's right. Fine, finally you got that right. But why do you have to do them some ugly work? Okay, cool. Okay, guys, if you're not doing the synthetic division, no. You need to, no choice. Harsha, didn't you find synthetic division is easy? Didn't you find the synthetic division is easy? You're going back to the long division. Let me go back to synthetic division. So x cubed, x squared, x constant. I will write these numbers 1, -4, 2, and 3. Going back to Tavesha, what did you get as an answer when you finished doing the division? Tavesha?
I'm not done yet.
Okay, Taru?
Hmm?
What did you get when you do the division, sir?
My final answer was x squared
Mm-hmm.
minus x
Mm-hmm.
minus 1 with no remainder.
No remainder, thank you. So what do we do? X minus 3. We set the x minus 3 to 0. We get x equal to 3. We will write a 3 here. We bring the 1 down. We multiply 3, -1. We multiply -3, -1. We multiply -3, remainder 0. Harsha, especially for you. Did you see this is the easiest way? You whether you like it or not, you have to do this way because that's the only way you can get the next piece we're gonna learn done using synthetic division. The other methods is not going to work. Okay, so this is x squared. I'm not sure what's the difficulty here. So this is x squared. So we got 1x squared negative x minus 1. So that's a constant term. I'm not sure. Like, tell me what's the difficult part is. What is the part difficult here?
Fine to do it.
Oh, so you're trying to do it, but you're using, okay.
This tomorrow on Monday.
All right, you're doing the practice for that here. All right. All right, now this one. What do we do for step, Arthur?
Do it. X.
What?
Wait,
But before that, what did you do?
oh,
That you had to factor the 2 out. So that is x plus 1, right? So we set this x plus 1 back to 0. So x is equal to negative 1. So whom you're going to divide it by? X to the power of 4, x cubed, x squared, x in constant. So 12 minus 56, 59, 9, negative 18, minus 1. Watch that how we can do that as fast as possible. Bring this guy down, 12. Negative 12. So that is going to be negative 68. You're going to be positive 68. You're going to add them. So am I doing something crazy here? No, my algebra is correct. X minus 1. So that is going to be 17. And then that's going to be 12. That is minus 127. So what is 127? 9. Negative 118. And then that's going to be positive 118. You get negative 100 as a reminder. So x cubed, x squared, x in constant. So your quotient is 12x cubed minus 68x squared. Did I do that correct, sir? There's something I went wrong.
I have a question.
Oh, yeah. I made a mistake. Yes, sir. I absolutely made a mistake. That's why I was like, what's going on? Okay. Yes, the question is correct. 2, if I common factor 2, you got x plus 1/2. So you put x plus 1/2 back to 0. So you got x is equal to negative 2. Is that what the question is?
Yeah, that was my question.
All right. So I have answered that. X cubed, x squared, x constant. So who is that? 12 minus 56, 59, 9, negative 18. Bring it to minus 1/2. So we bring that guy in. 12 times minus 5 is going to be negative 6. Negative 62. Negative 62 times 1/2 is positive 31. So 0, 9, negative 45. What is 9 plus negative 45? So 45 take away 9, 15 take away 36. So that is going to be negative 36. Positive 18, no reminder. So what is your quotient is? 12x cubed minus 62x squared plus 90x minus 36. But imagine you divide by 2. So 6x cubed minus 31x squared plus 45x minus 18, isn't it? Are you just following that? Hello? All good? So we have to common factor the 2 out. And when we common factor the 2 out, it's going to be x plus 1/2. By what number should go here determined by putting that x plus 1/2 back to 0. So x is equal to negative 1/2. Now, Will, can I use synthetic division here? Can I use synthetic division here?
yeah.
Factor what?
X.
Oh, yes, you can do that. You have factor, but then you need to do that 2 times, right? But let's say I can factor that divider. Can I use synthetic division? No, we cannot do the synthetic division if your divisor cannot be factorable. So synthetic division is only possible if your divider is linear. So you must have some sort of ax plus b. So here, this is my divider. It is not in the form of ax plus b. So what do? We going back to the long division. X to the power of 4 minus 2x cubed plus 5x plus 3. We're going to divide it by x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. Can you guys get the division done? Long division, no choice. Long division, long division. 1. Can you guys do the long division to get the remainder? I mean, quotient and the remainder. All right, so let me have a quick check and see how that's going in. Are you okay, man? Right, yes. Yeah. Are you okay? Okay, done. X squared, 2x. Just like that. Let me see. You look like you went somewhere. So that's correct. So you got x to the power 2x cubed plus x squared. Cancel that out. Minus 2x cubed minus 2x cubed and minus 4x cubed. Remember, you're subtracting this one from there, isn't it? Right? Okay. Same mistake, sir. Same mistake, same mistake. So when you multiply x squared times x squared x to the power of 4, x squared times 2x is going to be positive 2x cubed. That's going to be what? We need to multiply the whole thing by this guy, isn't it? So x squared plus 2x plus 1 times it by x squared. X to the power of 4 plus 4x squared plus 4x cubed plus x squared, isn't it? Let me see. Not sure how's it going. Just want to see the right track. First step is right. And that is correct. You subtracted. Oh, you're bringing that you found the new step of the need one. Okay. Did I say? Huh? No, what? First step is right. Now the second step on the subtraction. You done, man? Let me see. Okay, I can't teach a grade 9 math. Sorry. Okay. It's okay. How about you, sir? You're done? There was a one mistake on one of the sign. Okay, I know what the big problem everyone is doing. And okay, Janice, look at this. How many times will go? X squared is x to the power of 4 plus 2x cubed plus x squared, isn't it? Right? When you subtract, this is gone. Minus 2x cubed minus 2x cubed minus 4x cubed. Come on, how would you guys cancel that out? 5x is going to be there, so minus x squared plus 5x plus 3. Make sense? Sure. Okay, you guys see that? I wrote all the terms. When I subtract, I'm writing them from the right order. Don't confuse the order. X cubed, x squared, x constant. Don't switch around. Then we're going to take this one divided by x squared. So that is going to be minus 4x. So minus 4x cubed minus 4x squared minus 4x. If I subtract, this is gone. Minus x squared minus 4x squared positive 3x squared. 5x minus 4x plus 9x plus 3. How many times will go? 3 times. 3x squared plus 6x plus 3. If you subtract, 3x squared, 3 is gone. 9x take away 3x is going to be 3x. 3 take away 3 is gone. So you can't really do anything further. You were left over with 3x. Your reminder is not correct, sir. Everything is went right. Let me see. Negative?
Oh wait,
Hold on. Yeah. Which step?
The second step, instead of negative 4x squared, negative 8x.
That's what the mistake. Yes, negative. Because when you multiply, that's going to be negative. Okay, let me erase this. This step is going to be negative 8x squared. You're right. Negative 8x squared. Correct. And then negative 4x. Then when I subtract, that's going to be subtract. This is gone. Positive 7x squared. And then that is going to be plus 9x plus 3. When you do the division, that is going to be 7. So 7x squared, 7 times 2 is 14x plus 7. Now, minus 5x minus 4. So that's going to be the remainder. Are you guys following that? So it's very easy to make that little algebraic mistake. You have to cross-check your operations. Harsha, all good? Sorry? 7x squared plus 9x plus 3. Because 5x minus 4x is 9x. Right? All good? Is that what you get, sir? Okay. All right. You need a practice. That's something you can do at home. Let's take my 5 minutes. You need to know the process. Are you guys following that? There's no calculus. It's simple algebra. You keep on divide, keep on divide, isn't it? Exponent rules and subtraction. So we need to moving back. This is that key thing I want to teach. because you guys gonna see that soon. Factoring theorem. How far it's my lesson? Factoring theorem. And then after factoring theorem, solving polynomial equation. That's polynomial equation is come in the same unit. So this one I don't need to worry about. I think in chapter 4, polynomial equation inequality. So I need to go back to factoring theorem. So let's do this. All right. So we learned Riemann theorem. Okay, but let's going back to Riemann theorem. What the Riemann theorem says, if so I'm going to rewrite the following Riemann theorem. So Riemann theorem. It says if a polynomial p of x is divided by x minus a, then the remainder is given by p at a. We did that, isn't it? Now here's my question. What can you say, or what can you conclude about x minus a if p at a is equal to 0? What can you conclude about x minus a if p of a, that means the remainder is 0? Kaushi, what you can tell about x minus a if p at a is 0? If the remainder is 0, what you can tell about x minus a? Moira, if the remainder is 0, when I divide it by x minus a, what you can tell about x minus a? Janish? Correct. X minus a is a factor of p of x, isn't it? If it is not factor, can I divide without remainder? No. Right? Imagine you divide 8 by 2, you got 4, remainder is 0. Are you just following that? Right? So we're gonna moving back. Riemann theorem refresh. I'm not refreshing your Riemann theorem. Use the Riemann theorem to determine the remainder. So what do? We said x plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to -2. We're going to do p of -2. So what does that mean? -2 to the power of 3 plus 4 times -2 squared, -2, -6. So -8. -2 squared is going to be 4 times 4 is 16 minus 8. It's just 0, isn't it? Are you following that? Now verify your answer party by completing a division or long division. Or you can verify that. So I'm skipping that piece. You are expert on verify that. Or let's do for fun. X cubed, x squared, x in constant. 1, 4, 1 minus 6. We're dividing by -2. Bring that in. -2, we add that in. 2, -4, we add that in. -3, +6. Let's conclude, right? I choose synthetic since it is a linear divisor. And then also it's easy. So as I get. Okay, now I'm going to going back. If AI can do math easily, why did you need to learn all of this, Pangujan? If AI can do everything in math and science and physics, why do you need to learn Riemann theorem, all of this?
Like people in engineering don't build bridges that far.
Where I am teaching how to build a bridge. Well, if AI can do this, why do you have to teach this? So imagine, you need the polynomial to be factored to do some sort of calculation or modeling, right? Now, I know that we can't get that one done by hand because it's a very complex polynomial. We need to speed up the process, isn't it? But to speed up the process, somebody needs to tell the machine what to do. To tell the machine what to do, you need to know the process. That is why we are training you. You learn the fundamental behind the factoring theorem and remainder theorem, so you can write a program that can actually do for any complex polynomial to factor it. The AI is not in close enough to human thinking yet. That is what the end result they are looking for. I'm not sure how far they can do, but it's not close enough to how human can think to create something. And it will speed up the process, not quite enough to the human thinking process. So factor theorem. So here's what the factor theorem says. If x minus p is a factor of a polynomial p of x, if and only if p of b is 0. Similarly, if ax minus b is a factor of polynomial p of x, only if a over b, because ax minus b is 0, x is equal to b over a, must be 0. So we're going to be C. Determine if x minus 3, x plus 2 are factors. All I have to do is we have to set that x minus 3 is 0, solve for x. X plus 2 is 0, solve for x, isn't it? Your quiz is tomorrow on long division? Everything is in polynomial?
Division.
You say secant tangent?
Yeah.
Oh, you learn rate of change. Okay, so they taught rate of change only for the polynomial functions. Yes, sir. What? You need 3 minutes break? Let's finish that and then I will give you a break. So what time is 12:42? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna going back to plug in P of 3. So if I do plug P of 3, 3 cubed minus 3 squared minus 14 times 3 plus 24. How much is that? 9 minus, my bad. 27 minus 9 minus 52. Not 52, that is 42. Plus 24. Let's get that number. What is that number? Well, I'm going to be lazy. 27 minus 9 minus 42 plus 20. Oh, I got 0. Since the remainder is 0, x minus 3 divide p of x. That means x minus 3 is a factor. X minus 3 factor. Okay, I'll give you guys a 5 minutes break and I'll come back to following that. I try to see that for the last 30 minutes I can give a little quiz on little test I used to give or actual testing polynomial unit. All right, so let's going back. P at -2. So if we substitute P of -2, will that give me 0? -8, +4, -4, plus 28, plus 24. So what do we get? So that is going to be 28, so -12, plus 52. That is going to be 40. Since the remainder is not 0, x plus 2 does not divide evenly. That means x plus 2 is not a factor. So you guys see that how we justifying which one is a factor, which one is not a factor? My online folks, Talbesha, Daru, Talman. Any sense? So if you substitute some number that gave you the whole expression 0, then we know x minus that number is a factor. Otherwise, not a factor. So let's going back. How to determine a factor of polynomial? If the leading coefficient is 1. So that's a case 1. Case 1 is easy. You could guess and check the value of b that make p of b 0. Until you find one that works, fun begins. Fun begins. Or you can use the integral 0 theorem to help. So what is the integral 0 theorem saying? If x minus b is a factor of polynomial p of x with the leading coefficient 1 and remaining coefficients that are integers, b is the factor of the constant term. So let's see what does that mean. He has to factor that expression. In front of x cubed, we got 1. The rest of the coefficient in front of the terms are integers. Therefore, the guy who will make that p of x is 0 must be factor of -6. Forget about a negative. Let me list the factors of 6. Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 6, isn't it? Those are the numbers can divide 6. Are you guys following that? Can it divide? Can 6 is divisible by any other numbers? No. Find a value of b such that p of b is 0 based on the factor remainder theorem. So the integral 0 theorem tells to test the factors of 6. Test plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 6. How many choices are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, isn't it? Do you guys see that there are 8 choices? Do you know what the fun part is? Sometime only the last choice will work. So you will be keep on testing each one of them. Welcome to advanced function. First one won't work, second one work. So let's test it 1. 1 cubed plus 2 times 1 squared minus 5 times 1 minus 6. 1 plus 2 minus 5 minus 6. That is not equal to 0. Because 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 minus 5 is -2 negative. Since p of 1 not equal to 0, we know that x minus 1 is not a factor. So I'll directly plug it in. 1 cubed plus 2 times 1 squared, 5 times 1 minus 6. So 1 cubed plus 1, 1 squared is going to 1 times 2 is 2, minus 5 minus 6. Let's do p of 2. 2 cubed plus 2 times 2 to the power of 2, minus 5 times 2 minus 6. 2 cubed is 8. 2 squared is 4 times 2 is 8. Minus 12 minus 6. I mean, minus 10. Minus 10 minus 6. Guess what? That is going to become 0. Since p of 2 is equal to 0, we know x minus 2 is a factor. My online guys, are you guys following what's happening in the world? What we are doing so far? Helmet,
Yeah.
this is the case 1. We're taking the factors of the constant term and substituting back to the polynomial to see which one will make it 0, isn't it? So how do I find my other factors? we're going to do the division. Of course, I am going to be doing my synthetic division. So let's do, what is my original polynomial? X cubed, x squared, x. So you got a 1, you got 2, you got minus 5, you got minus 6. And then you're dividing by x minus 2. So x minus 2 is 0. X is equal to 2. So you're going to bring the 1 down. 2, 4, 8, minus 3. I mean, positive 3, 6. Good news is I did my math correct. I got that 0. Because if it is a factor, you must get the last piece factor 0. So we can rewrite x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6 is equal to x minus 2 times x squared plus 4x plus 3. But you know the good news is, do I need to use factoring theorem Gauss to factor, going back to Tavisha? Tavisha, do I need to apply factoring theorem to factor the highlighted piece? I have highlighted a polynomial, right? Do I have to use factoring theorem to factor that out?
It's just factoring and maybe using the
Correct.
trinomial.
You can factor it using trinomial, so you don't need to worry about that, which is x plus 4 times, x plus 3 times x plus 1. That is the good news. So we will apply the factoring theorem to find the first factor. Then we divide. If it is a cubic one, your life is easy. If it is not a cubic one, you do for twice, isn't it? But you will end up at x to the power of 3. You need to do that again. But mostly your teacher will do the maximum 2-time division, not 3-time division. They know everyone is going to complain. We don't have enough time to complete this test. Okay. So let's, again, before I move on, my online guys, are you guys following that? Hello? Huh. Guys, are you guys following that? Okay. Now let's do the ugly one. So what do? We need to test. The integral zero theorem tells to test the factors of negative 18. Plus or minus 1 plus or minus 3 plus or minus 6 plus or minus 9 plus or minus 18. Now I'm gonna going back to Janusz. If somebody doesn't know timetable, what would they do in an advanced function class? I can't hear. Sorry. What?
Get a multiplication chart.
Correct. That's exactly what we do at school. Get the multiplication chart and then keep on looking for where you get 18, isn't it? So I need to give until 18 timetables, sir. Right? So let me going back to, if you don't know the timetable, what did you do? So you have an option. You take your calculator, you take the 18, you can divide it by 1, divide it by 2, divide it by 3, all the way up to 18. If you get a number that is not a decimal, you need to check that out. That's one way to go. Make sense? But let's see. I like to put the last number as 48. I like 48. Last number constant. Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 6, plus or minus 8, plus or minus 12, plus or minus 24, plus or minus 16, plus or minus 48. What do we do? 48 timetable? Well, your teacher won't give you that large number. But I'm telling you, if you rely on a calculator, this unit, next unit, it's going. So you need to be able to write it down. So now, what do we do next? we need to test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 option, isn't it? Make sense? Let's test P at 1. 1 to the power of 4, 3 times 1 cube, minus 7 times 1 squared, minus 27 times it by 1, minus 18. Let's see what the news is. That is going to be 3, that is going to be 7, negative 27, negative 8. Bad news is it is not going to work. By looking at the numbers, you should be able to tell whether it'll work or not. No, it is not working. So let's going back to P of negative 1. What will happen? So x to the power of 4, negative 1 to the power of 4. I will write it for you this time. Negative 1 to the power of 4, 3 times, negative 1 to the power of 3, minus 7 times. Negative 1 to the power of 2, minus 27 times, negative 1, minus 18. So that is 1, minus 3, minus 7, plus 27, minus 18. Do we have a good news? Let's look at this. That is 25. 25 minus 3 is negative 25, negative 28. So that is 0, isn't it? 1 minus 3, negative 2, negative 2, negative 7, negative 9. Negative 9 plus negative 18, negative 27 plus 27 is 0. Now, you can use a calculator to verify that, right? But you will have, I'm not being racist, the Asian kids doing their mental math quickly. Move on. Your teacher said pens down. Dennis is laughing, so I'm talking about a reality, right? Okay. All right. No, there's no choice. Well, like somebody who really good at doing that will get it done. So good news is we got that guy. We got the first guy, isn't it? So let's do the division. Since P of negative 1 is 0, this tells x plus 1, guys, when it's minus 1, x plus 1. So what do we do? Long division, right? Oh no, let's do that. X to the power of 4, x cubed squared. So minus 1. 1. My online folks, are you guys alive? Checking it out? Okay. Bring that one down. Minus 1, 2, bring that minus 2, minus 9, bring that 9 here, negative 18, positive 18, 0. Good news is, so x to the power of 4 plus 3x cubed minus 7x squared minus 27x minus 18 is x plus 1 time x cubed plus minus 9x minus 18. Are you seeing the picture? Guys, are you seeing the picture? I wrote it down. X cubed 2x squared minus 9x minus 18. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, of course, as cube 1, you never learn how to factor this. So what would you do? You will like to do long division. But let me show you something cool here. X cubed plus 2x squared minus 9x minus 18. I can factor by regrouping. If I took x squared out, x plus 2. Minus 9 out, x plus 2. So I don't need to further apply my factoring techniques. And then guess what? You all know this. X plus 3 times x minus 3. So therefore, we can rewrite the final answer at x plus 3, x minus 3, x plus 2. So what you guys see here is, I don't think so your teacher will put a question you need to do the long division 2 times. You will, after you do the first division, you will definitely get something. You can apply factoring by regrouping. But after I factor by regrouping, you see that we got a difference of squares, so we have to further factor it, isn't it? Following that, sir? Oh no, it's this much hard advanced function. No, it is. Well, you guys think you guys can master without practice, Myra? Just require a lot of practice. It's required a lot of practice. All right. So I'm not moving back to the next guy, factoring my grouping. So are you done with graphing polynomial test? Yes. So that's going to be having graphing polynomial, finding the equation of the polynomials. So I think that we need to do a little on that. So let me get that going on. So I think I'm on track. I will be finished teaching this unit. So the next part is pretty easy. And then this question. Okay, so we are on a good track. So we learned factoring theorem and Riemann theorem. But I would like to give you guys a little test to work on. Okay, practice test I call. Okay. It's coming. Just give me a moment. I need to print the copies for these guys. So we are in polynomial function. Okay. All right. Oh no. This just look like fun. All right. That's look like everything is there. All right. Let me print that worksheet for you guys. Print. How many copies? Oh no, I do have enough pages here. No, can you do me a favor, sir? Just can you grab the white paper? If there's no white paper left on the first one, you can open the next one. Just open the next one. Yeah, a good chunk. That's perfect. All right, so let's see. This will have some question with the division too. That's okay. Oops. Oh no. So 1, 2, 3, 8 copies. I'll print it. It doesn't make my life easy to print. Okay, that's coming in. I need to keep this guy for you guys that's coming. I'm gonna put this question here. Okay. I call this practice test. I should have just given that right name. Okay, my online folk, you can get started. You can get started working on this question. I'm not sure Tavisha can answer all of them, but you guys can get started. All right. Can you guys look at the multiple choice first? It's coming in for you guys. You can start to look at the questions while you're waiting for us to come in. I'm going to passing in. Oh yeah, that's only one paper because everything is in there. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, you can pass this one, sir. You got your copy. You got this. Okay. Can you just look at the multiple choice first quickly? Multiple choice question 1 to 6. And then I'm going to go back to Tavesha. You can ask question number 1, 2, 3. Actually, you can answer all the multiple choice questions based on the knowledge you have gained today. All right. Multiple choice. We should be able to discuss the solution at this point. Hasha, what did you get for the first one? The minimum number of turning points a quadratic function has. It's 1. It says minimum. So any even degree polynomial function has to turn at 1 point, isn't it? So why it has to turn? Because any even degree will start from quadrant 2 to go to quadrant 1, something like that. So they have to start at least minimum 1 turning point. Will make sense? Okay. Now, based on what we have done yesterday, last class, Tavesha, what is the degree of the polynomial you see?
Is it 2?
How come? We talk about when it's factored form, you need to actor all the exponents here. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. Did I do an example like that? Sir, did I do an example like the last class? Yes or no?
I think so.
Yes, I think so. Let me going back to what's happening with the things. So on this last class, I try to going back. Okay, this is your class. This is what I talk about. So let's going back to things I talk about. Leading term, leading coefficient, degree. And you say, do you think so? You cannot think so. I did various example of that. Okay. Myra, what is number 3? Leading coefficient of that polynomial. Okay, so you need to multiply the -6 by this 1 and 2 squared, which is 4, times it by 1, so which is -24. Makes sense? Janish, what do you get for 4?
Hmm?
No, Janish, 3x? He said 3x minus 2. Which one of the following is not a factor? This is a little annoying question. So we talk about factoring theorem, isn't it? Are you guys going to divide all of them? Are you guys going to be divide? No, you can't do that in a multiple choice. There's no way you can do. So what's the best one way to do? Well, one way to do, you can set this one back to 0. So x is equal to 5. X is equal to 1.5. X is equal to, x is equal to 2 over 3. X is equal to 3 over 2. X is equal to -4. You can plug all of them there. That's one way. That is one way. But that is also annoying. So let's going back to the factoring theorem we talk about. In factoring theorem, there's a one place we say if P over A is 0, then AX minus B is a factor. Do you guys remember that theorem? It says what is X minus B? Now, the B is a factor of 40, and then A is a factor of 3. So it should be AX minus B. Let's going back to check. Is that true in all the places? So what's your choice, sir? Okay, so let's going back here. The B, can 40 is divisible by 3? I went 100% sure choose that. But let me check the other ones. Can 40 is divisible by 5? Guys, can I divide 40 by 5? Can I divide 40 by 2? Can I divide 40 by 4? Now let's go back to the 3. Can I divide 40 by 1? 3 by 1? Can I divide 3 by 3? Can I divide 3 by 1? Yes. So the only possible non-factor is 2x minus 3. You guys see how do we get the answer? Hillman,
Wait, what'd you say?
did you understand how do we get the choice?
Yeah.
How about Tavesha and Daru? Are you guys following the logic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Daru, your turn. So what is the end behavior of this function by looking at that?
The end behavior?
Yes, sir. Number 5.
I got D.
You got B. B for
No,
boy.
D.
D for dog. Correct.
Yeah.
Leading coefficient is negative. Highest degree is 4. Open downward. So when x goes to plus or minus infinity, y goes to negative infinity. Makes sense? We all know Riemann theorem. Carvin online. What did you get for number 6, sir? Carvin online. I mean, Carvin in person. What did you get for number 6? Dan? What did you get? You got negative 10. All we have to do is we're going to put 2x plus 1 back to 0. X is equal to negative 1/2. Plug in here. Negative 2 times negative 1/2 to the power of 3 plus 5 times negative 1/2 to the power of 2. 7 times negative 1/2 minus 8. You can use your calculator to simplify. So negative 2 times negative 8. And 5 over 4 minus 7 over 2 minus 8. That is 1/4. 5 over 4. 7 over 2 minus 8. Who is my least common multiple? 4. 1 plus 5 minus 14 minus 16. All right. I don't know what is that. 14 plus 16 is 30. And then 6 minus 30.
Wait, why is it minus 16?
What?
Like, you know how you did 1 plus 5 minus
Oh,
14?
you're right, sir. You're right. 4 is the least common multiple. My bad. Thank you. 1 plus 5 minus 14 minus 32. Okay, what is that? 1 plus 5 minus 14 minus 32. Negative 40 divided by 4, negative 10. You're right, sir. Okay. You guys are expert on that, so I'm not really worried about that question. You can do that at home for practice, isn't it? Hello. But as you're going to have a quiz tomorrow, you guys going to do that 7. Can you guys do the division, please? Long division. It is a long division. It is not synthetic division. Can you guys do the long division for number 7? There should be a space. If there's no space, you can do on a notebook, and you can write it nicely there. Yeah, this is basically my homework on Riemann theorem and factor theorem. These are far better questions than textbook. So I know that when I give so many questions, you don't want to do it. If you guys do this question, you don't need to do a textbook question for Riemann theorem. It's a pretty good set of problems. All right. Most of the question you can do, especially the Riemann theorem, you can do all of them. Okay, I want to see the division, how that comes around. That. Oh, that's a previous one, okay. That's 2x cubed. That's negative. I need to quickly pick up this phone. Hello. வணக்கம். Yeah. நான் சொன்னேன். Is it possible I can give a call a little later? And class later, class முடிச்சிட்டு போய் அடிக்கிறேன். Okay, perfect. Thank you. No problem. Okay, and you have improved your division skill.
The next one already was division.
Hmm?
Which one do you do? Division?
There's no choice because you got 2x squared plus 1. You can only do synthetic if it is linear. Or no, really. So there's something wrong. Let me double check. Yeah, okay. Everything is look. Okay, I need to see where did you go wrong, sir? X minus 1, right? When you multiply by, oh, that's positive. So that's right. Okay, I think that you messed up here. And I need to go back. There's a one place this addition or subtraction was went wrong. Okay, the only way I can do it, I do the question. It's very hard to see where did you made a mistake. Okay, let me do this question. Long division, 6x to the power of 4 plus 7x cubed minus 21x squared plus 9, 3x minus 1. Janice, what did you get as a reminder, sir? Okay, you definitely made a mistake in one of the subtraction. So this is going to be 3. This is going to be 2x cubed. So we're going to get 6x to the power of 4 minus 2x cubed. So we're going to subtract. You're going to get a 9x cubed minus 21x squared plus 9. When you do that, plus 3x squared, which is 9x cubed minus 3x squared. When we subtract, negative 18x squared plus 9. When you divide this one by 3x, we're going to get negative 6x, which is negative 18x squared plus 6x. If you subtract negative 6x plus 9, that is going to be minus 2, negative 6x plus 2, that is 7. So you went wrong on the 6x part. Hi. Follow on that? You didn't know where you go wrong? Yes. So, okay. So you got negative 21x squared plus 9. When you multiply 9x cubed minus 3x squared, negative 20 plus 9. So that is going to be negative 6x, negative 18x squared. So negative 6x times negative 1, positive 6x. That explains went wrong. Harsha, did you get the same number? Yes. Okay, cool. All right. How about my online folks? Hello. Hi. My online folks.
Yeah.
Are you guys following what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will raise the last part. Can you guys do the next division, please? That is 7. And let's squeeze that. Last division.
Yeah, does that mean this becomes negative 6x becomes
So when you do that, so when you subtract, you're going to have a negative 6x plus 9. So that is going to became negative 2 times here. And then that's going to become negative 6x. Positive 2 when you subtract from 7. Yes. You don't need to. You don't need. You don't need to. You can divide without placeholder. I can show you. Let's. So your teacher might show with the placeholder, but absolutely no need for the placeholder. So let's show you. I don't think so. They will penalize if you're doing without placeholder. So you got 6x to the power of 4 minus 8x cubed plus 5x squared. Obviously, I'm not putting the placeholder for the x term. And then also I'm not dividing by 2x squared plus something else. Take the first term divided by 2x squared. You're going to get 4x squared, isn't it? I mean, 3x squared, my bad. 3x squared. So first I get, we multiply 6x to the power of 4 plus 3x squared. When we subtract, look at this, Harsha. You don't have anything to subtract with x cube. So you will write that as it is. 5x squared, take away 3x squared, plus 2x squared, minus 4. That's it. Now you're going to divide this one by this guy. But the good news is you cannot further divide. You know, oh yeah, you can divide. Minus 8x cubed plus 2x squared if you divide minus 4x. So negative 8x cubed minus 4x. If you subtract, I will write that leading term possible. So 2x squared will come here. The minus 4x will change to positive 4x minus 4. How many time will go? 2 times. I mean 1 time, isn't it? So that's once goes there. 2x squared plus 1. If I subtract, you're going to get 4x. Minus 4 minus 1 minus 5. And I cannot further divide. That's a reminder. So which part? This first step? This one? Okay, let's go one again, the process, so that you can see what I'm doing. So first step, we take the first term divided by the first term. Any question on that? You take this. So which is going to be 3x squared, isn't it? I multiply these two. 6x to the power of 4 plus 3x squared. Any question on that step? Then I subtract. Do I have any 8x cubed term to subtract from here? No. So that I will write 8x cubed here, right? If you're confused, let's do this in the slide. 6x to the power of 4 minus 8x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4 minus 6x to the power of 4 plus 3x squared. So 6x to the power of 4 minus 8x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4 minus 6x to the power of 4 minus 3x squared. That's the best way to do. Then I got minus 8x cubed plus 5 minus 3x squared, which is negative 8x cubed plus 2x squared. Are you following that? So we will write that. So that will go negative 8x cubed plus 2x squared. Well, of course, I'm just missing the 4. I'm going to write that minus 4 here. Minus 4 comes here. Then what do? We take this guy and divide it by this guy, isn't it? Make sense? So that is going to be negative 4x. So negative 8x cubed, negative 4x. If I subtract, there's no one to subtract the 2x squared from. We will write it. This will change to positive 4x minus 4. Following that? And then you take the 2x squared divided by 2x squared as this 1. So 2x squared plus 1. If I subtract, there's no one to subtract from 4x from. Minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. Are you just following that? You have the same answer? What's up? Hi.
I got the 2x squared plus 4x minus 4.
Mm-hmm. And then you divide the 2x squared by 2x squared. You got 1 here.
Yeah.
So 2x squared times 2x squared, 2x squared. 1 time 1 is?
Oh.
All right, guys. So the practice test I posted. Did I post it? No, I didn't. Let's post that on the Google Classroom. MHF 4 year. All right. Polynomial. Practice. If you can work on that, if you're going to have a test for polynomial function, you should be good. You're good. If you have a unit on polynomial function, this is pretty much cover. I'm going to put that as a homework. So I have finished 3.5 and 3.6 on the textbook. You can look at the textbook question, also the handout I gave. So we will finish this unit, and I should be able to dive into chapter 4. Yes. Again, able to go to chapter 4 next class too, because it's, if you know the chapter 3, the division of polynomials, chapter 4 is easy. Solving for equation of polynomial function, solving for inequality is a pretty easy unit. But you need to know how to factor it. All good, sir? So I will see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock, man. Hillman.
Yeah.
But come prepared with the question, not that I want to teach. I want to see you have a questions.
Okay.
Okay, how about the other folks, Daru and Tavisha? Are you just following what's going on in the world?
Yeah.
Okay, I will let you guys go.